During the Senate Watergate hearings, it came out, John Dean actually, a former White House counsel, revealed it, that they had at the White House a list of people called the enemies list, those people that we should do harm to. Those of us who were covering the hearings, as I was day and night practically, waited outside. When we heard about these enemies lists, we sort of said, who's on it? And we sent somebody to the office and came back and handed me a copy of something while I was talking on the air. And the guy said to me, enemies list, and handed it to me. And I said, I've now received the first of the Nixon enemies list, and let me, without losing any more time, tell you who's on it. Let's see here. It's numbered names. There are 20 names on this, numbered. Number 17, Paul Newman. Number 18, Daniel Schorr. And I almost fainted. I had not seen it. I had not prepared for it. And in the course of telling a story, which I told was the story I was covering, all of a sudden there I was in my own story.
Just reading the list about and has your own name.
And Daniel Schorr, a real media enemy, it said next to it. And you know, and I've seen the tape of what I did, and I'm quite proud of myself. I didn't faint. I didn't say wow. I didn't do anything. I read off the name with the other names. It's just as though it was another name.
And said back to you or something like that.
And then said back to George Herman, who was anchoring from from our office. That's right.
Just astonishing.
And that was the most electrifying moment I've spent in my career.
How do journalists, including Daniel Schorr, resist the maze of manipulation and cut through it? How could you and have you avoided being essentially bamboozled by those in officialdom?
First, there is the two-source rule. Wherever possible, and it's almost always possible, you check what one person has told you with another knowledgeable person. If you're dealing with only one person who knows the story and can give you the story, and you're reduced to dealing with that one person, you're already in trouble. At that point, is it important enough to be possibly wrong about? You've got to be, this is something if I were to be teaching journalism, which I'm not anymore, I would say you must be able to give up things if you're going to be an honest reporter. You must make sure, as best you can, that somebody else will tell you exactly the same thing. And if not, think very deeply about it.